All right, we're here once again with another fabulous episode going live. We're going to zoom it in here because we have some of our red light technology here in the background. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to get in and talk a little bit about the benefits of red light technology. We've got red light everywhere. So I'm actually red light right now myself. I think I'll go to some blue light there. But this is really a popular technology and it's actually become very mainstream. And red light technology is being used for a whole host of different things. Now, today we have Christina with us. Abby will be here shortly. But right now, what we're doing is we're basically focusing on some of the top selling red light products, what they do, how they work. And, getting access to the technology is actually really quite easy. And we're going to start off first with some of the benefits of red light. So, red light technology and infrared light, which basically is primarily the same thing, but they're different wave spectrums. So, they do have a couple different types of benefits. But we're going to go through first off, and we're going to talk about some of the benefits of the red light technology. For everybody that's jumping on today, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We do have a couple people that we're going to try to get information from. We are giving away some red light technology today for people that are commenting and sharing the video. So we'll get your information and then we're going to run through that. But red light has a lot of benefits. I'm going to just start with some of the core ones. Number one is the skin. So, from an aesthetic standpoint, a lot of people are using red light technology for wrinkles and the face. And I think that in a time and place right now where Botox and other things are becoming very popular, it's nice to have options and alternatives of other types of technology that are available that are not going to be invasive and not also be something that you have to constantly, have injections and things for. And a lot of people, like I said, are using it for that. Now, one of the other things that they're using it for is for hair growth. And we're going to talk about that because the light comes in and stimulates the hair follicles. It increases circulation. And there is a lot of data that's out there that's showing that it's really helping and assisting with thickening hair, growing hair. And we have actually something that I'm using myself is the red light hat, which is really a great little device. You basically just plug this thing in and put it on, and you can wear it. I can wear it right now while we're actually talking. So the red light technology is also very popular for hair growth. And so I'll bring the hat back on and take it off as we go. But the red light technology is also good for wound healing. It's good for detoxification. It's also good for supporting the immune system. One of the things red light's also very good for is stimulating the mitochondria within the cell and increasing the production of ATP. And ATP is basically the fuel that the body runs on. And so when you're getting more energy and you're getting better recovery, overall health and wellness is definitely being affected. And so these are other things here that we've got that are, other things that are for discussion. It relieves muscle and joint pain. So we have, in fact, to get back to the skin, and we'll get into that also, there's the red light masks. And the red light mask is something that you can put on your face and just wear this. And this is also something we're going to turn on and we'll mess with. That's also very popular. And if you look behind us, we've got the full red light. Um, we got the full red light panel back there, which is a full size body panel that you can lay down under. And that has an adjustable base to it. So you can raise and lower it. And it can also be tilted up and down. And so for wellness centers and home care, and being able to use these things at home. Those full body light panels are really powerful. Right above Christine's shoulder, right there is another light size panel that we carry right there. Exactly.
Sounds
So,
like which direction?
exactly. It's always the opposite of what you're looking at. It also supports brain health and mental clarity. So, red light technology is also supporting mental health and brain health and mental clarity. It's shown to improve cognitive function, reducing brain fog, and may help with neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And we're in a time right now where Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease is really at an all-time high. I don't think that there's ever been a time in my life where I've seen such a drastic increase of those conditions. And every day we get calls from people with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and other different types of cognitive type diagnoses where, they're looking for technology. So there is some potential help there available with red light technology. Now, it also enhances sleep quality. And so by regulating circadian rhythms, reducing inflammation and stress hormones, light therapy can be used to help people fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper, more restful sleep. And it also reduces stress and anxiety. It helps balance the auton- autonomic nervous system, promoting relaxation and reducing cortisol levels. So these are a lot of benefits that you're going to get from red light technology. And we've got, the system here, the full body one that we use at our facility. And this is definitely one of the most popular pieces of technology in our little wellness center that we have here. So if you're looking for red light technology and you're looking for ways to promote wellness and reduce wrinkles and increase hair growth, all these different things, red light is definitely something that you want to take into consideration. So if you have questions, go ahead, throw them in the chat. And we're going to go through now and doing some product demos on some of the red light technology that we've got that's really, really starting to sell fast. I mean, we're getting a lot of requests for the hat, for the mask, and for some of these other technologies. Now, the mask is actually quite easy to use also. You're going to have a simple on-off switch for the mask. And we're going to go ahead here. It's got a little hand control, and we're going to go ahead and turn that on and put that on. If you want to go ahead and just work on that, I think that needs to be plugged in. And then also, this is one of our most popular devices. This is just a little mini red light panel.
We've sold a bunch of those.
Yeah, these are really going fast, and it has a little piece on it back here, so you can set it down and you can adjust the angle that it's at. But this is something that you can put easily on a desk. A lot of people will actually put red light right on the areas of the body where they have stiffness, soreness, or some kind of discomfort. And so if you have a sore shoulder, you can put it right there. It's actually fairly easy to use. You hold down the little green button right here, and then I have two options on this. I can go with near infrared light, and I can also go with red light. And I'll go with the red light to start with. I'm going to press red light, then go to, and now I can put it, if I say I want to help reduce wrinkles on my neck, I can put it right there, and I can basically be working on the computer. And like I said, I've got this piece right here, so I can adjust where it's actually being used at. And this is really, really good for, reducing soreness in different parts of the body. If I wanted to, and say I had a sore wrist, I could just put it right there. I could kind of go about my functions and let it just sit on a desktop. So these little mini red light panels are really popular. We're selling a lot of these. And like I said, I'm going to turn it off and just hit the off button. And then I'm going to go ahead, and instead of doing the red light, I'm going to do the near infrared. And the near infrared is actually interesting because I don't know if you can see, but it throws off sort of a glow. And the one thing that's interesting about the light spectrum is that our eyes only see about 7 or 8% of the actual light spectrum. So some of the light, especially the infrared light, we're not able to perceive or actually pick that up. But with the red light technology, that's technology that we are able to see. And so once again, I'm just going to turn it off, hit the middle button, and then I'll go to the red light technology and then hit that, and then hit red light. Oh, here we go. And then put that back on again. So the red light technology, like I said, for skin, face, all different types of things is really, really, really beneficial. And I know people that use these and they'll put them on their knees. They'll literally just put it on like a little chair and set it next to their knees. I'm going to just put it right here on the desktop or on the computer here. And you can see that I can kind of adjust it. Just put it so it's not, I don't want to blind us out here. But you
It's
know,
like,
I
I
can,
can't find the plug.
yeah, I can't find the plug, so I can just put it right down there. Now, for me personally, having some issues with hair loss, and technically, I would say overall speaking, I have pretty decent hair, but the red light hat is actually really popular. And this is something I have at my desk, and I will just go ahead and wear the red light hat. Now, this is on a timer for 20 minutes, and for anybody that watches any of our videos, you know that the technology is really based on consistency of use. So the goal is to, put it into a routine and use it consistently on a daily basis. And so the cap is used a lot with, men and women. There's a little bit of thinning back there, kind of in the back. And so for me, kind of staying out in front of that, that's why the hat, I love wearing the hat because I can be sitting right now typing on the computer. I could have the little red light panel right there working on doing something. I have the cap on. And then as we were talking earlier, we've got the mask. And the mask, we've done videos on this before, but this has all the red light technology. So you basically just put this on and wrap it around your face. And yeah. And Naomi, that's great. Great question. So all the products come with goggles. If you notice, with even like the red light panel, I'm not pointing it into my eye area. But if I was to do that, I would actually be wearing the goggles. It's always good to wear the goggles. The goggles are part of all the packages, except for the red light hat. Obviously, it's not going to go in my eyes there. And with the red light mask, if you look at the mask, you're never at any point actually putting it anywhere near or around the eyes. So eyes are basically cutouts. And
That was actually pretty nice the first time that I used that because it really does go like exactly around like your eyes. And it doesn't feel like suffocating and it doesn't feel like super uncomfortable. There's a bunch of different kinds. So we have like these, but there's also like these kind of look like your regular like tanning bed glasses, except there's no eye holes. So it just completely covers your eyes so that while they're shut, it's just over your lids so that you don't have to see it.
yeah, and also when you're using the big panel, the full body panel that we've got back there, then you're going to definitely also be using the glasses, and we have those there, and we're pretty diligent about making sure people wear those because the goal is to not have the red light hitting the eye area. In addition to that, I just had the mitten on. The mittens are really popular. Now, there is a lot of data showing that the red light technology is good for detoxification. It's good for the blood. And, for people that have sore hands or wrists, you can put the glove on and wear this. And this will, if you can see there, it's red lighting inside. And it's really nice just to kind of let it detox the blood. There's a lot of blood flow that goes through the hand. And so you've got this here, and you can just put your hand on it. It's actually kind of comforting. It's like wearing warm mittens, but it's not hot warm. It's just like warm. And, with all that blood circulation going through there, having the mitten, detoxification wise. Now, if you have sore hands, if you have arthritis in the hands, if you got sore wrists, this is something here where you can put it directly on the body. And, the other thing that people are using the red light for is weight loss, right? And so weight loss also is a very popular category. And we have the belt. This is a belt right here that you can put around your waist that is used to help reduce fat around the waist. There's also one that we put. This one also, I believe, is actually could be used around the shoulders. So if there's stiffness or soreness in your shoulders around the neck, you've got technology that you can use in that area as well. And so these are a host of some of the red light technologies. Now, we've done calls on the terahertz wand, and the terahertz wand also does include red light in there. So a lot of people also are using the terahertz wand and then using that also for the stiffness, soreness, arthritis, the facial wrinkles. Like even Christina, how old are you? Ballpark? You don't have to say.
28.
28. There's a lot of young people in their 30s that are already talking about Botox, and
Oh
you know,
gosh, yeah, especially where I used to work. It's a lot of that going around, especially like people kind of forego the skincare thing and then they go straight to Botox. They start doing all this stuff when really it's like doing like skincare, holistic healing versus like putting like extraneous things into your body that you really don't need to do.
Yeah, and so, rather than doing Botox, why not do something that's more non-invasive,
Hmm.
right? So you can use the terahertz wand. You can get these masks, the red light mask, and you can put those on. But there's a lot of technology now that's coming out. Now, one of the things that we had seen when we started selling the terahertz wands was a gentleman who was sort of a skeptic and didn't think that they were all that good and didn't really believe in them. And for about 2 weeks, he just wanded the side of one right side of his face with the terahertz wand. And after about 2 weeks, there was a very clear difference between the side that was being used and the side that wasn't. And obviously, eventually he had to do both sides, but it really gave you a clear indication to see how it softened the skin, reduced wrinkles, and actually was having true benefits for making the face look a little better with less wrinkles and less crow's feet kind of around the eyes. So these are some of the key red light technologies right now. Now we are offering some specials on the red light technology, which is on the website. That'll be down in the description area. And if anybody is seeing or hearing of red light technology, like I said, we're carrying it a multitude of different things. I think the hat, is maybe like 169. It's not really all that expensive. And for people that are out there that are trying to thicken the hair or even grow hair back in some cases, this is really an ideal technology that you can put next to your couch, or you can put it in places where you're going to be sitting. For me, I've got it at my desk at the office. So throughout the course of the day, I'll turn it on, put it on my head, and go through that. And then once again, I'm going to just kind of get out of the way here, and we're going to look at that full body panel. Now, the full body panel is really a great piece of technology. If Christy, can you go over there and use the remote and just lift it up and down so they can kind of see how that works? That red light panel right there has 900 lights in it. And I'm going to go through the specs on that so you can kind of get a little bit more information. But the red light panel right there, you can see it's adjustable. And that panel right there has a multitude of different light spectrums. The light frequency or the light spectrums wavelengths that it has are 630, 660, 810, 830, 850, and it can also be customized. And so it has multiple settings, weight loss, skin. It has multiple different settings for the wavelengths that you're using, depending on what it is that you want to use it for. And these are a lot less expensive through our website than they are in the mainstream world of red light technology. We are also in the medical industry, and the company that makes this was at a medical trade show that we were at. And so we've got a really good distribution price with the red light technology for the full body. And then right over Christine's shoulder, right here, we have other sizes of red light technology that you can turn on, just sit in front of it with a chair and, enjoy the benefits of the red light, put on some goggles. It has a very relaxing effect. And we're working on getting soon the red light saunas and some other technology here that's going to be more for maybe your home or your wellness center, depending on what it is that you've got. But you're finding now that a lot of this red light technology is also being used at fitness clubs, med spas. So red light is out. The published data for red light technology and getting FDA clearance from it occurred about 3 years ago. And once that happened, there was just a massive influx of red light technology coming into the marketplace. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to start wrapping this up. If you have any questions or if there's any information that you'd like, feel free to contact us. Our USA MedBed, our direct phone number here is 804-495-0770. You can also get all these products and get the pricing on the mitten, the hat, the belt, the face mask, the desktop unit here, which is really ideal. Really, like this thing right here, I don't know what that is exactly, but I'd say around 150. And it has infrared and it has red light. And like I said, you can put that down if you've got problems with your knees, put it down on the floor, angle it up into your knee area. If you have issues with, like even with me, just as I was doing this earlier, I'm putting it on my skin, using it for, tightening up skin in the neck area. There's so many different ways you can use it. It's very adaptable.
How the stand magnet works.
Yeah, so
We
the
had someone
stand
ask about
magnet,
that before.
yeah. And so this is actually a really good point. Thanks, Christine. So the magnet right there, it just attaches onto the back. So you can just put this piece on the back, and then you've got this little unit right here where you can adjust the height of how high you want it, the angle you want it pitched at. But once you've got that there, you can put it on a table stand, very easy to use. And it throws off a lot of red light. It's small, but it's pretty solid. It's definitely a solid piece of technology. So if anybody has any questions, go ahead and leave them in the chat, leave them in our comment section. I'm going to go ahead, put my red light hat back on and continue on with our day here at Healthy Life Technology at USA MedBed. We've got some amazing guests coming on. We're going to have Drew Donaldson with the DDT method coming in this weekend. Angie Carr with Food Goddess 50. We've got a whole group of really, really great guests that are going to start joining us. And we're going to start doing regular podcasts every day in the afternoon. We're shooting for 1 o'clock, but sometimes here at the office, things get a little bit crazy. Today, we had a lot of medical equipment going on, a lot of maternity stuff going out for a doctor or a nurse actually, that works and provides information and education for infants and having babies. And so that kind of came in and pushed our schedule a little bit today. But we appreciate everybody jumping on. We appreciate, yes, yes.
So if you all, I know we have to pick another winner from the other live. If you were on the other live the other day for the YouTube, you can email us to enter in. So you can either email myself or Abby. So it's abby@usamedbed.com or Christina@usamedbed.com, and we'll take care of you. We're going to pick some winners. We have this, which is it's the electric box,
The
right?
electric box.
I always mess up the name. The electric box, a couple of tips and tricks when you get this. If you do feel like it's a little too strong for you, we've had some people who put tissue over the little nodes right here. And then we have some people who have said that flour works as well. We have the red light, the table light that you guys saw here today with the stand. We do have that as one of our giveaways. So again, just email us. It's either Christina, CHRISTINA @USAMedBed, or Abby, ABBY @USAMedBed.com. And we'll enter you to win, and you can send us your information that way, and we'll get these out to you.
Yeah, so the power of red light technology, another technology that's making its way to the mainstream, that's showing a lot of great benefits, FDA approved data, clear data showing all the benefits for the skin, growing hair, muscle soreness, detoxification, cognitive function, just a lot of benefits. So you're seeing and hearing a lot of people using and picking up red light technology. And once again, the mask right here where you can put it on the face for face wrinkles, keeping your skin soft. So with all that being said, thank you once again for joining us on our podcast and our live. We are going to be doing, like I said, more of these as time goes on. We've got great guests coming up, and we're going to have regular spots where more than just myself will be on. We've got experts in different parts of the industry that are going to jump on, that are going to share their knowledge, their information. And we've been doing some great interviews with some really knowledgeable people in the health and wellness industry, which is also on our YouTube channel. So we appreciate you watching the video today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we did have one more question. Red light therapy is the best. Yes, it is. Abby, you're the best. And thank you, everybody, for jumping on and joining us. And we'll see you on the next episode tomorrow.